Welcome to Bad Travelers Club. What is Bad Travelers Club, you ask? Let's say you want to visit a city but have no idea where to start. We're here to highlight the best and most unique dining, hotels, entertainment, and other things this city has to offer. Today, we're packing the car and making the long drive to one of the most visited cities in the world. One that all four of us call home. Orlando, Florida.
My name is Ryan. Alongside me are my co-hosts, Kristen, who you might know as Right Down Main Street, Nate, you might also know him as Paging Mr. Morrow, and Sean, the Kingdom Crew.
Hey, friends.
Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us. Together, we'll help plan your dream or disaster Orlando vacation. Each of us has been given an assignment. Kristen, what were you assigned?
Food.
Nate?
Attractions?
Sean?
Hospitality.
Okay, you could... Hotels, right?
Hotels, yes.
Because hospitality could mean anything, right?
Hotels.
So if we're planning this hypothetical vacation, let's do something fun first. Before we check in, before we eat, what are we doing first, Nate? You started off. Let us know what we're doing first here in Orlando, Florida.
Well, if we're going to Orlando, I was thinking about the things that I can instantly think of. Like whenever I picture going to Florida or Orlando, four things come to my mind. Number one is going to be Disney. I mean, honestly, I feel like, you know, when people think of Florida or Orlando in, you know, general, they think Disney. Number two, they think alligators. Number three, they think oranges. Number four, they think beaches, right?
Orlando with beaches or lakes?
Oh, well, yeah, technically we'd have to leave Orlando.
No, I mean, that's fine. This is Central Florida. As long as it's...
Well, I'm scrapping that then. Because I was going way far away.
I do agree with Disney.
Was that the plan?
That was the plan.
Like to take us real far away?
Yeah, to New Smyrna.
What is the name of this beach?
It's called New Smyrna Beach.
New Smyrna Beach?
Smyrna Beach.
You wanted to take us there recently, right?
Yeah.
This had come up, actually.
It's the shark capital of the world. It's the most likeliest place in the world for you to get bit by a shark.
And let me say...
I thought that was Cape Town, Africa, South Africa.
Nope, it's literally Google it. The most likeliest place to get bit by a shark. It'll tell you New Smyrna Beach.
Do you remember how you brought this up?
Yes, because I used to go there all the time, and I used to be like, wow, this beach is amazing. Nobody's ever here, and I loved it. And I'd go out there swimming, and I'd be like, wow, how come nobody's here? And one day, I was like planning to go back to that beach after going several times, and I went to put it in the GPS, so I just Googled New Smyrna, and then all of a sudden an article popped out. It was just like, hey, if you want to get bit by a shark, this is where you go. And I'm like, I'm going there.
This Nate is correct. It is the International Shark Attack File estimate that Florida has the most shark attacks worldwide each year. The location of New Smyrna Beach?
New Smyrna.
Smyrna Beach.
Smirnoff.
is where a big amount of shark attacks that happen.
Yep.
I'll sum it up there.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So like I've always was just like, wow. And I still go there. But isn't that so strange?
You could not pay me enough money to get in that water at New Smyrna Beach.
But I agree with Nate on this, though. I think Orlando is very close to the beaches.
So in total, like, so when I want to come to Orlando, and you know, I'm looking at this as somebody that's just coming to Orlando, not like a Disney fan or a theme park fan, somebody that wants to come and see Orlando itself. I think it would be perfect. Start off the day, go to Magic Kingdom. I mean, it's either Magic Kingdom or Epcot. You know what I mean? For me, if I were to have to choose, and that's a hard thing to choose between Magic Kingdom or Epcot, but I don't want to spend the whole day there, even though, you know, you should spend the whole day there. But if I'm trying to get the most out of Orlando, you know, in 1 or 2 days, there's several things I want to do. I want to go to Disney. I want to go see some alligators. I want to eat some oranges, and I want to watch the sunset on the beach.
And if we're going to New Smyrna, don't we have to pass Daytona?
Yeah.
I believe you do, which is home to Buc-ee's. So
I thought we were
could-
going to say the
if we're-
international
Everybody likes Buc-ee's.
Speedway.
if we're going to New Smyrna, we could also make a little pit stop at Buc-ee's on
Is
the
Buc-ee's
way.
on the
Buc-ee's.
food list in
It
Orlando?
is not.
Buc-ee's brisket is amazing.
I have not been to Buc-ee's yet.
So Magic Kingdom, Disney for a day, and then probably to Gatorland, later on.
That would definitely be a good like day 2 because we've all enjoyed Gatorland before.
That's what I mean. I mean, Gatorland, that's the only place where you can legally feed alligators. And I'm talking feed it. We've done it.
Yeah.
Like, we get up close with these gigantic alligators and we toss them. What were we tossing them, steak or
I was
chicken?
never-
Chicken.
Chicken. Literally like chicken thighs. Like, no barrier, no nothing. There's nothing like
Safety
it was
doesn't
great.
begin with
In fact, I also have another video where we recently went there and my camera ended up in the gator's mouth.
Oh.
It did. Legit. Yeah.
Gator POV.
And it was like I think like a 12, 13 foot alligator. It was a pretty big alligator.
It's kind of crazy how they get away with that stuff there because, like you said, like we were literally feeding alligators with chicken drumsticks, like
yeah.
with nothing in between. We're just on a sand patch and there's a gator like 2 feet in front of us and they're like pulling us up right next to the gator to the point where we could touch the gator and we're just throwing some chicken legs in its mouth.
Unfortunately, a lot of the places we're going to be visiting isn't like the tourist capital of the world, and Orlando is literally that. There could be like endless possibilities.
Starting strong.
I know. So like that's kind of why we tackled Orlando first, mainly because obviously we're all semi-experts on Orlando, but also there's so much to do, and there's a very well chance that we're going to be revisiting at least at some point in the future after we are so busy with all these activities. Kristen, what are we doing for food?
So food is really hard in Orlando because like there's so many good local spots. I feel like Orlando is so diverse that you could really get like an authentic, really good meal like in every cuisine that you can think of. There's a lot of local restaurants that I love, but if we're in Orlando, I gotta go with the Disney restaurant. I'm sorry. We're going to the Hoop Dee Doo Revue. But it's more than the Hoop Dee Doo Revue is more than just dinner. It's dinner and a show. It is like the epitome of fun. You cannot go to the Hoop Dee Doo Revue and not have a blast. It's all you can drink, sangria and beer. The food is good. It's not anything crazy, but the show that you get while it's a full dining experience, which I know we all pretty much love.
So Orlando's full of entertainment, huh?
It is, and the Hoop Dee Doo Revue is such a blast.
Can you explain to me what this is? I've never been to Hoop Dee Doo Revue.
I know. We have to go. I just went this week, and I was thinking, man, Ryan should have came.
Were you like this, like, why were you up on stage? Can you explain to me why? Like, did you just hop up there, go, "Hey, it's me"?
No, honestly, it was a cool thing. That video I'm so excited about, but they just came off stage, and I was sitting there recording them talking to somebody else, and they darted. She came straight for me. She did. She came walking down, and I didn't see it happening, but like because I was videoing it, and she was just like, "You want to help us end out the show?" And I almost cried. I almost cried. It was such a great thing. I love that show. I love it there. And they called me up on stage, and I did a little performance. They put little wings on me, and they told me to keep blowing kisses to the audience and don't stop.
When Sean and I we went kind of when it first reopened from COVID.
First time.
And the service we had was incredible. Like, I'm telling you, our server, Kimmy, made like the dining experience so much better. She was so involved in, like, her and Sean were like jumping up and down, dancing. It was just so, it's just
Kimmy.
So much fun, such good vibes in there. So essentially you're served like a fried chicken dinner. And then, like I said, all you can drink sangria and beer. And while you're eating and stuff, there's a whole performance on stage of 6 actors and actresses.
Oh, there's more.
Is there a continuous storyline, or is this just like a variety show? Like somebody goes up and jumps rope, and then
Oh no, it's a storyline. It's a full show. Like,
okay.
we gotta take you to see it,
Everything
Ryan.
I really
has a
want to be
story
there
at Disney, Ryan. Come on.
I want to be there for Ryan's first time.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me volunteer to be on stage.
We're all gonna watch.
No, you don't volunteer. They just pick you. That's why I was saying I was so happy. I almost cried because it's something I've always wanted to do, and I just randomly, it was my night, and I've been there plenty of times before.
It was my night.
It was just that night. It was my night. A star was born. Literally, I was up there. I think my name was the star of the show. Wow. Like I was a star that made miracles happen by blowing kisses.
I'll also say about Hoop Dee Doo Revue, like if I could only choose to do one thing at Disney World, it's got to be the Hoop Dee Doo Revue. Like I'd rather go watch the Hoop Dee Doo Revue than go to a park. It's fun. It's really fun for all ages. Children, adults, teens.
Wow.
That's a big statement.
Wait.
It really is.
Is it the best fried chicken in Disney?
No.
I'd have to go with Art Smith's Homecoming in Disney
a lot
Springs
of people.
as the best fried chicken.
This is a big controversy in the Disney community. They go over the fried chicken like crazy.
Is so good.
Yeah, I feel like they always are like Hoop Dee Doo and Art Smith. I don't know. I feel like Art Smith's.
Oh yeah,
it's all you can eat. Okay. Fried chicken. What else do they have, Kristen?
They have cornbread crusted mac and cheese. Ooh. They've got cornbread. Mashed potatoes, basic sides like that and stuff, and then strawberry shortcake to finish it off.
Do they also have laxatives on hand? Because I'm probably going to...
BYOL. Bring your own laxatives.
Okay, well, basically, we have to go, obviously, now, which is what you're saying.
The bathroom? Oh.
After.
Gotcha.
But one more question about this. So I know not everybody who's listening to this is the biggest fan of Disney. Where exactly is this on property? What do people only go here that are staying at this specific resort?
That's the tricky part.
No. So Hoop Dee Doo Revue is located at Fort Wilderness Resort. Obviously, it's a resort and campground area. So you can either be staying there. You don't have to be staying there to go. You just make a reservation right on the My Disney Experience app. You could park there. You have to take a bus to get over there to where the restaurant is actually located. Or you can just take the boat over from Magic Kingdom.
So, you can't just park in front of this restaurant. That's why I haven't been.
Yeah.
Because I've been to, what's the Trail's End or whatever? Yeah. What's the other one that's there? And that one was such a struggle to get to.
It is a pain to get to, for sure.
Well, after we're done with this, we obviously have to have a place to rest our heads. Sean, do you have any idea where we might, you're Mr. Holt, sorry, what is it called? Amenities or what did you say?
Resort amenities.
No, we said
hospitality.
Hospitality. Sean, what are our sleeping accommodations for the night? This is all of Orlando. You could pick anywhere in Orlando. Please let us know.
Guess where it is. Any guesses?
I cannot guess.
Please, come on.
I could probably listen. We already filmed this episode and we had to retape it again. And I'm hoping that he picks something different this time. But I think he's going to pick the same thing again.
Okay, I got hate because they were like, "Oh, pick the most expensive place." But I think, in my opinion, the Grand Floridian. Still.
He's going to pick it again.
The Grand Floridian.
The Grand Floridian, I think, is one of the best spots in Orlando for sure. Architect-wise, it has a great story behind it. It's on a beautiful lake. They film TV shows there. My sister got married there. I know another person that's getting married there, a good friend of mine. It's a place to be. So it's a poppin' resort. There's reasons why people get married there. And there's people, it's so close to the Magic Kingdom, which if you're going to Disney, it's a great. I was talking about the fried chicken earlier too. All the restaurants are hits. The bars are fun. They had that, what's that new one? The Beauty and the Beast one?
Enchanted Rose.
Enchanted Rose.
Doesn't that sound nice?
It is. And sometimes if you sit right by the windows, you can watch the fireworks. There's some good hidden spots around the Grand Floridian to watch the fireworks. And they are updating the rooms recently of this, this summer of 2023.
They need it.
They do, but it's a Grand Floridian, Victorian style. It's, had inspiration from that hotel in San Diego. And it's
Which hotel in San Diego?
The Del Coronado.
The Del Coronado. Thank you, my
Hotel
friend.
Del. Yes, I'm staying there this week. Next week.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited.
What is the official full name? The Grand Floridian Resort and Spa.
Yes, I think it was originally called the Grand Floridian Beach Resort and Spa. Or Beach Resort, actually, originally, because, the lakes were open. But it's a nice resort. The pools are great. The restaurants are great. They're updating the rooms, so they're going to be updated new rooms and everything. With that new, you guys seen the hotel rooms at Disney, the little Amazon things?
Hey Disney.
Hey Disney.
The Hey Disney devices
Yes.
that you could buy on Amazon yourself, probably for $20.
Yeah, for not in your
but-
hotel room, but there's a lot of cool features in the Hey Disney thing. There's like, I know a lot about it. Listen, I know.
Well, okay, let me ask you. You did your research. That's fine.
Okay.
What can I not ask Hey Disney? Can I say, Hey Disney?
There's like hidden Mickey features to it too. So there's a bunch of like phrases that you can actually like say like something about like an Aladdin phrase. I don't know the exact ones.
Can we go back a second?
Sure.
What TV shows were filmed at the Grand Floridian?
Well, there was a music video filmed there. Part of a music video.
I don't think
The
he
Beach
knows
Boys.
what TV shows were filmed at the Grand Floridian.
know.
I think
Nate?
he just pulled it out of nowhere. No, I think you
Me?
don't know. Yeah.
No, I do.
What TV
Yeah.
shows? What TV shows, Sean? Come on.
I will
we talked
say-
about this last time. You said
Did we?
said
I said something. Yeah.
No, I
You're
said-
Well, I know of one.
no. I
but I was
said
gonna-
I said as I got the name wrong. I said it was Tropic Thunder the first time.
That is the right one.
That is the right one.
That is the right
No,
one.
I'm saying
Tropic Thunder.
yeah, with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. And then I know Full House. I remember
Yeah.
seeing the whole.
Oh, the TV shows were there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great one. When DJ was running down, she thought that's when she saw Steve. But the whole episode, she thought she kept seeing Steve, and she ran down the grand staircase. and
Yes,
Steve was
that was
checking out the
nice.
hotel. Which then again, how did Steve afford that hotel?
Was Steve
His
dressed
kids
up
were-
as Prince Charming at one point too?
Well, he's the voice of Aladdin, so they had him, I think, dressed up in the episode as Aladdin.
yeah.
He was Aladdin, Indiana Jones. He was
Yeah.
Prince Eric, not Eric.
Was he? Maybe I think he was.
He was probably Prince
Prince Eric, I think so.
That
Yeah.
matches his hair closer.
But I just want to know, how did that man afford the Grand Floridian? Unless it was cheaper back in the '90s. But that man was what, in high school they were in?
well, he had
He
the
was.
cast. He had the cast member discount. He was
At
also.
that time, I mean, he's Aladdin.
He was an employee of the company.
That stuff is interesting, though. I love seeing like Disney crossover episodes. I mean, that's
Boy Meets
like,
World.
oh yeah, all of them.
There was one they filmed.
Family Matters.
Yeah, there was one they filmed like right when the DVC hotels opened, and I forget what show it was, but there was an episode. There was tons of like ABC sitcoms and stuff that were filmed in the parks. Those are my
wonder if-
favorites. Those are
Did
my
Step
favorite
by
episodes.
Step ever go to Disney? You remember Step
Yes,
by
they
Step?
did.
Did they go to
They
Disney?
stayed at Old Key West.
Step
They
by
had-
Step?
That's the
yeah.
one I think.
That's the one. That's what I was trying to think it
Yeah,
was.
so Step by Step.
That's the
It's
one,
old-
yeah.
It was the old DVC
They were
resort.
basically the entire episode they were spent talking about the amenities of the room that multiple suite room that they were in to sell DVC to people.
That's
which
incredible.
At the time was the DVC resort, not
Yeah, yeah.
Old Key West at that point. So
That one, I love all those TV crossovers.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah. So the back thing, the Grand Floridian, it's a great choice. There's tons of other great choices in Orlando. It's one of the hardest ones, to even like take. There's so many beautiful resorts, going from like Universal all the way around Disney. There's ones even close to the beaches. There's ones even on lakes. It's just there's a resort for everybody. I feel like at Disney.
Imagine they had an all-inclusive Disney resort.
Oh, that would be nice. It's like a cruise. Well, they kind of did with the Star Cruiser.
Oh, that is true.
That wasn't.
Well, the food was included, not
Yeah, the food
drinks,
was. Yeah,
but
the drinks weren't though.
food and entertainment
Those-
were included.
Those aliens wanted their money for those drinks.
Those drinks are very
Strike a
fancy.
deal
though.
with Disney.
They were very fancy.
Yeah. Chris said that was one of his favorite places to go, was the bar at the Star
lounge,
Cruiser.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
said Chewbacca came right up and started playing sabacc with them.
Yeah, right there.
That's amazing. He said that was probably one of the coolest Disney
I'm
moments. he had.
surprised you didn't pick that as your resort to stay at.
I never stayed at
Well,
there.
it's not
No,
open now.
I know. That's
I mean, it is technically open, but I've never.
No, it's
I've
not going
nev-
to be possible.
I know. It's already been sold
mean,
out.
Yeah.
And that's Sean's taste though. Sean likes the finer things in life.
I do. I like a
does.
good resort. You work so hard and, just
Yeah.
you go somewhere and you can, you don't have to put your clothes away.
You would definitely
Don't
be in the
have to make
finer
your bed.
things club.
Hold on.
Somebody does that for you. It's nice.
Yeah,
Who puts your clothes away for
you
you
going-
at these
okay.
resorts?
that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, dude,
100%.
A lot of great hospitality is the people that work at the resorts. It's literally the people that you meet and talk. They make the hotel like the whole experience.
At this hypothetical Grand Floridian stay,
Uh-huh.
am I gonna leave my clothes out and then on my bed is just like a towel animal version of myself that's wearing the clothes I wore yesterday? All like
Depends how
sweaty
how
underwear.
good you tip.
Have you ever? I've had that happen to me before, where I've left clothes on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and then I come back and they're like on my bed. or they're folded. Like,
what extent of dirtiness does it have to be for them not to do that?
I'm sure it's their own personal. If they feel like it's all right. So, like, I feel like if they walk in, the room's filthy, they're like, I'm not doing this. But if they're like,
you gotta have
the
some
shirt's
respect.
on the floor or something like that,
you know, rush getting a dinner. You know, you came back from the park, you're just tired. You kick the flop somewhere.
The flops.
you take the dogs out. You put them on the balcony. You know, it's.
If I accidentally drop a fully melted Baby Ruth bar on my flip flops, just right on the like where you put your foot, would the custodial staff, you know, put that on the nightstand, or like where would they move it to where the shoes?
Is it already smushed?
I don't know.
It's a candy bar. It's a candy bar. It's not anything.
If you're at the Grand Floridian, they'll wipe it off your flip flop for you.
Yeah, actually, finer things here. They give you Grand Floridian slippers when you stay there.
They do.
Finer things that happens often at the Grand Floridian.
You get GF slippers.
You do.
Yeah. That's why the grand is in the name, not because it's so grand, but because it feels like grandma's house.
And it came during the best era, during the Michael Eisner era, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to start controversy saying the best era.
I think we were talking last time that a lot of people think it's the oldest resort on Magic Kingdom Loop, but it's
not?
No.
What is the oldest resort on Magic Kingdom Loop?
Two of them. Three of them. Two. And
the Contemporary. Contemporary was the first one. Fort Wilderness was the first ground build because they had a
stable.
Yeah, they had opened the horse stable. So that was the first thing that they started to do for the Florida project is the Tri-Circle D Ranch, because they had to get the horses acclimated.
Not the preview center?
But yeah, they think that that's the oldest one because it's a Victorian era. But the Contemporary was there opening day. The Polynesian was opening day.
A lot of history.
And that didn't come for several years.
Mm-hmm. That was what, 89, I think, or 88, something like that, when the the Grand Floridian officially opened.
Yeah.
But so we're obviously very Disney-centric on this. We visited Magic Kingdom or Epcot. We went to the Hoop Dee Doo Revue. We're staying at the Grand Floridian.
Listen, Disney does the resorts right. They have so many different themes and so many different experiences on such a 40 square mile. It's amazing.
I wanted to explore outside Disney. I said Gatorland. I said we get some oranges, which happened to be another land. Before you were talking about how this is like the tourist capital of the world. And it's funny because a lot of my picks were all going to be either lands or worlds. Like, we're going to go to Disney World. We're going to go to Gatorland. And then I wanted to go to Orange World and get some fresh orange. Because there's like the gigantic orange on 192. Yeah. But isn't it funny though that everything is like land or world?
Well, let me break the trend then. I had one of two things that I would like to do for other entertainment options. One of which was do something in Epcot, but we're not gonna be touching that. We'll save that for a future whatever.
Whoa! But if we're gonna be in Epcot, I mean,
is there a
what
festival
are we
going on, or what's happening?
It's something I have not done in Epcot that I've wanted to do for a while. It's actually fairly inexpensive for something that's Disney related. I have never done the behind the scenes tour.
Oh, and I like that.
You like plants? It's a good one.
I do not like plants that much.
Why are you wearing so many plants on your shirt?
Yeah, why are your walls green?
That'll relate to my other option of things to do. But let me say, the behind the scenes tour I have never done before. I have been interested in doing this. It's about like $30, $40, something like that.
No, it's like 30 something, yeah.
Yeah, it's very reasonably priced.
And you get if you're a cast member, you get a cast discount. You can get an AP discount, I believe DVC, and then like a, what is it, like the Visa card, Chase?
Yeah, Visa.
The Disney
Disney
credit card.
Chase,
you get a discount with that as well if you have it.
If you are not aware of what this is, it's in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. It's part of if you've been on the Living with the Land ride, it's something you've seen people walking around next to these plants. Probably the most boring ride in all of Disney. But
take that back.
It's boring.
It's educational. Knowledge is power. You can get it all at Epcot.
But the entertainment value is not there for kids and all that type of stuff. So it is more secluded. Not a lot of kids are going to be screaming like everywhere else at Disney.
Yes.
Behind the scenes tour I'd be interested in doing. It's basically just a walking tour of the plant area. Greenhouse area. It's cool. Got to stay off the sand though, from what I've been told. That would be a fun thing to do. But my first option would actually be something at Universal Studios, and it's something that I don't know. I think Nate probably has done it before. I know you two, Universal not novices, have not done yet, which is the escape rooms that they have at Universal.
Fun.
And that is something, I've only done one of them, but I did that one twice because it was that good.
Honestly, if you're going to do an escape room, that's the best.
So there are two, as of right now, if it's still open by the time this comes out, because it is apparently not doing super hot. But it is the, what are they called? The Great Escape.
Yeah.
It's basically, they changed over one of the nightclubs, restaurants that they had there into this escape room, but it's not an escape room because it's multiple rooms. You go through this whole storyline. There are two different stories. I'll let you guys guess which one I've done. There is the Jurassic World storyline that you could follow. You think I've done that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. Or the Back to the Future story.
That's tough, man. If you didn't do Back to the Future.
You love Back to the Future.
I'm like, why would you do Jurassic? I mean, you're wearing a Jurassic Park shirt, but I mean, honestly, I would go Back to the Future first, and you had to do it.
I would probably, if we had the option to do one again, I would do the Back to the Future one again.
Yeah.
Because it is that.
See?
Okay,
That's
crazy.
cool.
I've never done an escape room.
Neither
Oh,
have
wow.
I.
Never.
So it's much
never
more than what
either.
you think it is.
So you said you're not just stuck in a room. Like you actually move, 'cause-
Almost,
I think that's the point.
none of them are like that.
Really? Because every video I think that I've seen of like an escape room is literally just a room just like this with a bunch
They
of stuff
usually
inside.
have smaller like rooms that you
Travel into.
you travel into. Most of them do.
So I will say, with this escape room, it's different from most other escape rooms because they might have more than one room in these other escape rooms elsewhere, but their crowd flow like plan is that you enter I don't want to spoil the whole thing. You enter a
it's
room,
tough.
you find your way out of that room, and then your story moves on to another room. And it's like a lot of different kind of spaces that you go through. Unfortunately, I can't show you any teasers because they don't let you film in any of these
Yeah, I don't think I've
any
seen
of the
any content.
attractions.
Well, everyone can escape then.
Okay, well, I will say, like, nobody. I mean,
You show
there's
some
nobody trapped
clips.
in there.
You show some content.
This was a great choice by you, Ryan, because a lot of people, escape rooms are a big touristy thing. Like when you go to a lot of like places and visit, a lot of people will go to escape rooms. And I'm telling you, coming to Orlando, you are literally signing up to probably go. I mean, it's Universal Studios making escape rooms. Like it's incredible.
I have not done other escape rooms, but from what I've heard from other people that have done those and done the Universal ones, these are above and beyond anything theming wise for interactiveness, you know, different things that you're doing. Like also it's like it's attached to this intellectual property that is Back to the Future or Jurassic World. That's like, you're not going to legally get the rights to do that a lot of other places. And I'm sure there's other ones that are themed after this that exist, but I don't know. I'm also the most diehard Back to the Future fan in the world.
Well, Ryan, I have a question for you. So I've never seen. I don't watch very many movies or TV shows or anything. I've never seen Star Wars. I've never
Kristen,
seen
what do
Harry
you do in your free
Potter.
time?
I've never seen Marvel movies.
Have you seen all the Muppet
No, I
movies?
have not. But do you have to know? Have you should you have seen Jurassic World or Back to the Future to go to these escape rooms? Like, do you need to see the movies to kind of figure out the clues and stuff, or can you just go in without seeing them like me?
The universal PR answer is yes or no, but my answer is yes.
Yeah.
So you have to have seen these
We have
movies,
to
really.
appreciate it more too.
Yeah. I don't know. Why do you not go to movies? Have you ever had bad experiences at movie theaters or
Movies are very long. And keeping my attention for that long is very difficult. So, I don't know. Just not a fan. I like
But now
watching.
I've noticed recently when you do something that's associated with the movie, you've been going and doing some research and you're watching the movie. Like, didn't you do that with Despicable Me?
Yes, I did. I went to the Minion Cafe on the opening day, whatever. And I was like, I've never seen a Minion movie. And I went back and I watched 3/4 of Rise of Gru, and it was pretty funny. I actually really liked it, and I would watch the rest of them. So I'm like, I try. I've tried to watch The Mandalorian. I tried to watch Star Wars. Not a fan, but I'm wondering if that would hinder my experience in these escape rooms.
I thought that you would have had some type of traumatic experience growing up that made you not want to experience movies or
Yes, I
something
was
like
sitting
that.
in the movie theater seat and an alien came out and grabbed my leg and yanked me under.
Listen.
Oh, well, that's a good movie.
Whatever. I don't know. Has anybody else had
Oh
weird
my
movie
lord!
stories?
I have to tell you guys about this story.
Hold on.
Oh my lord!
I was trying to set him up. I was trying to hint.
Oh, were you?
Nate, go into this story. Go into this story.
This is the greatest story I feel like ever. Oh wow!
This is the first time Kristen, because beforehand he's like, I have a story to tell. I was like, wait, tell it. What does it have to do with movies? Okay, I'll set you
He
up.
wouldn't stop talking about it.
I couldn't
He's
stop
like,
because I couldn't control it, and I haven't gotten the chance to tell anybody yet.
I'm on the edge of my seat here. Come on, spill
So
the
the
beans.
other day, me and Sean went to the movies, right? And we went to go see the new Jennifer Lawrence movie, No Hard Feelings, I think it was. So we went to the Cineplace, or the
Cinepolis.
Cinepolis. Now, this is a different type of movie theater. This is like a dining theater.
A different.
Yeah. So you go in, like, there's no, like, front area. You use a touch screen to get your tickets. You go to your seat, and they're nice, big, comfy couches, and they come with lights, and then somebody comes out and waits on you. Like, they bring you your drinks, your food, you order everything. So we were rushing to get to our movie, and we get into the theater, we find our seats, we sit down, and we're ready to watch this, funny comedy that's
Order some ginger
hysterical.
ale.
So we start ordering food, and they bring out the stuff, and then all of a sudden the lights shut off, and the movie starts, and then it gets, like, super dark. Like, it gets like for some reason I thought I was watching a preview, but then I was just like, wait a second, this preview's still going. And I realized we're in the wrong movie. Right?
It was like a very serious.
It was like a serious movie. I thought it was a trailer that we're watching, and like I'm like getting invested. And it was like a very I don't know what movie it was. Very dramatic.
It was dramatic.
Very dark.
Black and
I'm
white.
just sitting there like, wow, why are they going so hard with this trailer? And then when it didn't end, I was just like,
where's Jennifer?
what's
Lawrence
happening?
at?
Yeah. So then the server comes over, and at this point I really didn't figure it out, but I had an idea, and everybody's like in prime movie filming, like not filming, like watching.
Yeah.
Like everyone's glued to the movie right
was
now.
so confused.
They're all settled in, and the server comes over, and I'm like, what movie is this? And he's like, I forget what he said. I can't remember the name of the movie. And I'm like, oh my God, we're in the wrong movie. And then the second that happened, I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop. I lost it. I was dying, and this serious movie's happening, and I'm holding my shirt, and I'm like panicking because I want to just leave the movie theater because I'm laughing so much, but I can't leave the movie theater because there's like somebody taking care of us. So I'm like, can we have the check, please? So I'm like freaking out, and I'm like trying to hold it in, but like I'm like,
What did you get from what scene are you laughing during at this point?
It was such a serious scene. It was like the government,
it was
like
such a serious, like everybody was so zoned in.
It was really weird.
And I just couldn't I lost it. So we literally like hopped out of our seats and then ran over to the next theater. We were early for our movie. Like I thought we were like late, and we were just in the wrong theater and everything like that. And I just couldn't stop laughing. And once we got in there, like you could just, I'm telling you.
At least it wasn't like you were going to see like Sing 2 and it took you that long to realize that it's like,
it wasn't animated.
At least it was live action.
I would say
it's live action.
I'd say
Animated. Like, wow, this is weird.
It took us about 5 minutes because that's at the point where I was just like, why is this trailer so long?
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this trailer so long?
For some reason, I was imagining it being like a half hour.
No. It was like 5 minutes. Man, I wish I could find out what the name of the movie. But yeah, that was my story. I'm sorry. I was so excited to tell everyone about it.
That's a good entertainment, though, going back to Orlando. You know, if it's a hot day, go to the movies.
There you go.
Or you could go to an escape room. Okay?
About the movies.
These escape rooms are above and beyond anything that I've experienced theming-wise. I, like, also it's weird because it's like if you take, like, your childhood favorite film and you just, like, plop you in it and you are in it in this one.
Toy
Back
Story?
to the Future one, at least. Yeah, what if they need a Toy Story escape room then?
That would be lit.
Disney needs to...
Disney did do an escape room.
Where?
It was kind of scary. It was in Disney Springs. I'm pretty sure that's where.
No,
it was
wasn't
at.
it that The Void? Are you talking about The Void?
No. They had an escape room actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was very brief. It was very, very short run. Actually, I don't even know like how far it. I don't even know if it opened to the public. I might be because I got a lot of the props and the stuff from the escape room. I'll never forget that. It was cool.
Where was it? Like
I
exactly.
can't remember, but it was a lot of stuff in jars. I'm sure if we Google it, we'll find out more information.
Like eyeballs and stuff?
It was strange. My friend who has like an online thing too, he has something down at the Lakeland Antique Mall called Vault Collectibles. He actually got a lot of those pieces. And I remember I was just like, well, if I didn't know about this, I feel like I need to buy it. So I bought some because I was just like, this is cool. And then I remember looking it up and I was like, wow, Disney did try escape rooms. They'll try everything.
Yeah.
You know what would be really cool? A Haunted Mansion escape room.
That
Especially with
cool.
the movie coming up.
Good marketing
Yeah,
promo
right
right there.
Can you imagine
How-
having to escape the stretching room?
That would be cool.
That movie looks really good, to be honest, and I'm excited to see that movie next.
And it would
Anybody
fit
else?
with that
Yeah.
escape room because, like, can you imagine walking in
Yeah.
one way, and then it actually lowering down to like a sub level?
Be cool. I think that's a huge Disney. If you're
Yeah.
watching, and we know that you are. Just kidding.
Gotta include that one.
that you
Make it happen.
So who would like to recap this entire day? Not even a day. This is a weekend, right?
Oh,
this is
yeah,
a whole
weekend
week.
trip.
What
Of
is
course.
this?
We plan these things.
No,
as
no, it's a
weekend trip.
2-day trip.
Yeah.
It's a 2-day trip, and we got to recap it. But I was saying, like, that little recap is always nice.
You got to do it. Start it off.
You want me to recap it?
It's
You
our
got to
first
recap
video.
this.
Oh, boy,
did it so well.
We're starting our Orlando vacation. We're flying into Orlando. We came in at MCO. We took the nice little tram, or the people mover.
Buddy Dyer.
Yeah, Buddy Dyer.
Buddy says hello.
Yep. We order ourselves probably a ride share to get to the Grand Floridian since the Magical Express isn't open anymore. So we go from MCO to the Grand Floridian. We get all checked in, go out and enjoy a fun day at Magic Kingdom, take the monorail, spend the day there, the afternoon, hang out, relax, and enjoy. And then we ride some rides and then go back to the resort. We change out and head over to Fort Wilderness to have dinner at Hoop Dee Doo. It's literally right, or we can actually take the boat. We should take the boat from the Grand Floridian to the Hoop Dee Doo.
Sounds
I get a
nice.
little motion sick on smaller boats, so if we could please take a bus or some other route.
That's true. We might have to take a
Ryan's
bus.
taking the Uber over.
They won't even drop them off there.
They won't?
No, you have to still take the bus.
Oh.
Yeah. So we go to Hoop Dee Doo. We enjoy a nice wild Western time. Eat tons of fried chicken.
Yeah.
Eat some ribs. Sing a little bit. You know, I like it. And then we go
Have
home.
a sangria.
Oh, yeah, a little sangria.
yeah.
We watch the fireworks. Because if we catch the early Hoop Dee Doo, we'll be able to go out and we can either head back to the park to watch Happily Ever After or watch them from Seven Seas Lagoon or Bay Lake. That's always nice. Then we call it a night. We go to bed, wake up the next morning, probably go to Epcot for a little bit, head on out and explore around Orlando. We make our way over to Universal City Walk, do some escape rooms.
Are we going to have any pool time?
I wanted to go to the beach.
We're paying
I was
a lot of
thinking
money.
about that. That's what I was thinking of. We are going to go to
see
the
the
beach.
natural life
but we got to do
of
these
Central
stuff.
Florida.
We got to do this stuff during the day, you know?
I think we all had so many suggestions for this video that it's hard to fit them all in 2 days because we're so familiar with Orlando.
Oh, I could definitely do it in 2 days. Now, I don't know about people that never been here because that's a lot of planning.
The only thing I want out of my Grand Floridian stay is to use that bucket that they have in the kids' splash zone that's themed after like the Mad Hatter.
Oh,
I've never
that's
done
nice.
that.
You ever watch TV in your bathroom? In the in the tub?
No, I have not.
It's right in the mirror.
Right in the
New
mirror.
experience, to be
It's
honest.
in the mirror, really.
Yeah,
in
as
every room or
No, in the bathroom mirror. So as you're washing your hands or
in
getting ready,
does everybody get that, or is that just the
I
special?
believe so.
I'm pretty sure there's TVs in every mirror there.
I think a lot of the deluxe resorts have
Yeah.
them now.
Yeah, but it's still very nice. I don't know, for some reason, whenever I stayed at the Grand Floridian, I wanted to take a bath in that crawl tub. You know, in some of the rooms, they have like the
Where are we going
crawl foot
with
tub.
this?
Crawl tub?
They have a crawl foot tub, yeah, in the Grand Floridian. It's very fancy and elegant, and you just sit back. I'm pretty sure that's what they call. I like to make up my own
What
words.
hotel room you staying in?
You've never stayed at the Grand Floridian where they have like a nice little tub with the crawl foots? Man.
I know what you're talking about. where
Yeah, me
it,
too.
like,
What a
goes like
crawfoot
that.
is, but I don't know what
Yeah.
room you're talking about.
I don't know what it's called though.
I thought it was called a crawfoot one. Maybe
I know
I'm
you're
wrong.
talking. I know you're
But yeah, you sit there, you watch TV, you know? Oh, wait, I'm getting so sidetracked from our story.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Recap. Second day. We've already talked about everything we're doing for the second day, or at least up until the escape room. What are we doing after the escape room?
We go to the escape room, then we go watch the sunset on the beach, make our way back to Grand Floridian, watch the fireworks from our
Take a dip
balcony.
by the monorail. Watch it go by.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds good.
Hang out at the Enchanted Rose.
Ooh, have a nice little cocktail.
Yeah. Eat some oranges.
Oh,
Sit in the hot tub
Sit in the hot tub.
with Frank from Delaware.
yeah.
Yeah,
On his family vacation.
Chit chats. What do you do
Chit-chat?
for work?
Small talk.
I've
How was
done
your
that
day at the
before.
park? You
Yeah,
know?
always time. I've sat in so many hot tubs at Disney resorts and just made friends and talked. Be like, oh man, doesn't feel good, because a lot of times when people come, you're there.
Those hot tubs
park
are your best
opening, park
friends.
day. Yeah, you get in that hot tub and
Get those
you
dogs
just feel
nice
so
and
good.
relaxed.
But yeah, and you can't just sit there quiet. You got to start it up a conversation.
Yeah,
if
like-
you don't, they will.
What'd you do at the park? What'd you do at the
Yeah.
park today? Huh?
Like, you know what I mean? If you don't, they will. 100%.
Where'd you eat dinner? You can ask them.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
To be very clear, we all live in Orlando. I have not stayed on Disney property since moving down here. I have no reason to, in my opinion. You could enjoy the resorts without,
What did you feel like? When did you stay on property? Where did you stay? Like, what did you do?
I've stayed at Fort Wilderness way back in the day, Wilderness Lodge multiple times, Polynesian, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, Grand Floridian. I stayed there once, and I did not like it that much. It's back in 2011. I believe that was previous to the like one of the redos that they did of the rooms and stuff. So it was really old at that
Very
point.
outdated.
Yeah,
But it's
but you have to
Victorian
like
era.
that though.
Yeah, you gotta like
I
it.
love that Victorian style. I'm
like
obsessed
grandma's
with
house.
It. Yeah, that's what I'm paying for. I'm paying that extra money for that. 100%.
If I'm paying like $1,000 a night for a hotel room, I don't want to feel like I'm staying at grandma's.
It's like 600.
Yeah, but that's what you don't like. You like modern and maybe up to date and stuff. But I like that.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think it's a
100%.
nice. It's not like it's not
gotta
like
be
grandma's
yeah.
house. It's very. The
It's
new
a
rooms are gonna be
Victorian,
very
yeah,
updated.
it's the style. That's the
Yeah.
point.
The
Even the
lobbies
new
even
rooms
get
are
updated.
nice, and
Yeah.
they're the Mary Poppins themed ones. But the reason I asked where you stayed from, but those are like some of my fondest moments. Coming like down here on vacation and going to Pop Century and waking up and going to get a coffee with my refillable mug, and
My dad loved that.
Yeah, I did too. I absolutely loved it.
Get
waking
hot
up,
water for his tea.
yeah, waking up at 6 a.m. because you want to. Think about that.
Because you
Like
work
that
against your
feeling,
will.
that's what I mean. No, it's
A
'cause
Florida
you want
morning
to.
is nice though.
100%. And when
Florida
I
morning
stay at a
walk.
resort, I wake up in the morning so fresh and ready to go for the day. Because I get that feeling back for that time frame. I wake up, I try to watch the sunrise every single time I stay at a Disney resort.
None of these things that you've listed, I can't do at home already. Any day.
You can't make that feeling for me. I tried. I can't get that feeling at
I
home.
can wake up at 6. I can make my own. I can
No, you
refill
can
the mug.
wake
That's-
up at 6.
but not at Disney.
But do you want to? Like, I literally am so excited to go refill my coffee mug. Like, I am so excited for my day when I'm staying at a resort. It's like a different person. It's like Michael Scott wearing blue jeans.
I agree.
Like, it's 100%.
It's a
I
different
literally
vibe.
wake up. I'm ready to go. I'm walking to the lobby. I'm going to get breakfast. I don't even eat breakfast. I never eat breakfast. I will eat breakfast the morning after I wake up at a Disney resort.
Different
Mickey
vibe.
waffles.
Yep.
It's a different
It
vibe.
is a different. I have no. I can't explain it. I can't duplicate it. But I love it.
But I love it. That's like literally a quote from the episode of The Office.
Was it?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow.
We have recapped our vacation. Would you take this vacation? Let us know in the comments down below. Every one of us would probably say yes. I would say
What?
What?
I don't know.
Can we do this?
It's possible.
Let's do it.
We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait
Grand
and see.
Floridian, Hoop Dee.
Everything we
Disney
did in one day
Gatorland.
in that thing, yeah. And then watch the sunset.
And you
happily
wouldn't like
ever
that?
after.
You wouldn't
I
go to the
would love all
escape
of it.
rooms?
This sounds like a
We
beautiful
do that on a
trip.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we could do it Tuesday, Wednesday.
You're right. Okay, well, if you want to let us know if this is a vacation you would feel would be a good way to highlight Orlando. I know it's not all completely like Orlando, but again, we are the Bad Travelers Club, and these are what travelers to Orlando do 99.9% of the time. Am I right?
Yeah, for the
So,
most part, yeah.
again, let us know. We're going to do all of our sign-offs and stuff like that, but thank you for listening very much. Leave us reviews on podcast networks, all that kind of stuff. Anybody, any last words from anybody?
Let's go to Orlando.
Let's go to Orlando.
Close our eyes. All right, right there.
Wow. I can see it.
Magic.
I can see it.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Bye.
You can follow the Bad Travelers Club on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Bad Travelers Club, on Twitter at Bad Travelers, and be sure to subscribe to Bad Travelers Club wherever you get your podcasts.